off to Jonathan Taylor. Huge hole. He's at the 30. He's going to go. 10, 5, touchdown. Jonathan Taylor made a man miss the line of scrimmage and then runs it into Pater. The one-handed INT. Are you kidding me? Kenny Moore.
What a play by Nyheim Hines.
What's going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another Bring the Juice Colts podcast live stream. Sorry, guys, it's just going to be me today, unfortunately. Wednesdays are the days where Cody is just not available to really do much. So I'm sorry for that. But again, guys, we're here. We're just going to chill, have a good time. You guys can ask me some questions, and we're just here to have a good time. You know, I know it's not our normal date of which we normally do this. Hold on one second. I want to fix something here real quick. All right, give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Sweet. Hey, love all with the $3 super chat. Love all. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Love all's always in here, always having a good time with us. Should the Colts go for Richard Sherman? Well, I mean, I think let me get into some of these comments real quick and I'll answer that. Give me 1 second. What's up, Carl? How you doing, man? Colts Nation, what's up, man? How you doing? Tristan, one of my favorite mods, is in here as well. What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? Kenneth Human, yo, what's up, Kenneth? Then a Kenny Smith, Colts baby. Hey, Kenny, what's up? Colin, how you doing, man? Derek, H-Town Slim, what's up, my dude? Who do you think the Colts will draft with the first pick? That's a good question, Keon. And honestly, I really do not know. I really do not know. So, what's up, Tristan? What baseball starts tomorrow? What team are you rooting for? I'm rooting for the Reds, man. Always been a Reds fan all my life. I live basically like 5 minutes outside of Cincinnati, right from the stadium. So, I mean, I'll be down there for a couple games for sure. But to go for Richard Sherman, love all, to answer your question from earlier. I think that the Colts should potentially go look at a guy like Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman, I think, would be a great depth piece for us if he decides he wants to do that. Richard Sherman being a lot older, and he's obviously lost a little bit of his touch. That would make it easier for him. But ultimately, I think that there's still good potential with him. He got obviously he's very wise, very smart. And on top of that, he plays a zone scheme more often than he does anything else. So that's ultimately why I think it would probably be better if we went for him. So rather take Richard Sherman or Clowney. I am never big on Clowney, ever. Never been big on Clowney, so I am totally down for Sherman. Silver Yoshi, how you doing, Derek? Silver Yoshi, what's up, man? Doing really good. Hey, listen, anyone that's in the chat right now, I want to know, because I'm going to watch it tonight. King Kong versus Godzilla, man. I'm going to see it tonight with my brother. Oh, my gosh, I've been waiting so long for that movie to come out, dude. I've been waiting 3 years for this movie to come out, and I am so hyped to go see it tonight with my brother. Oh, my gosh. And it's opening night, too, for the theaters. I know it's already been on HBO Max for a few days, but oh, my gosh. Mark Diaz, what's up? Mark, how you doing, man? If Horn or Phillips are on the board, who are you taking? I'm taking Horn. I'm taking Horn 100% of the time. 100%. I like Phillips, but Horn is a no-brainer. I see Kongs in the chat. Hey, let's go. I'm Team Kong all the way too, bro. That's just me, though. What are we going to do about the tight end position? Honestly, David, I don't think we're really going to do anything. I think it's just going to stay the way it is, to be honest with you. I think that's basically just it. Wesley or JWS. Hello. Wesley, what's up, man? Saw some tape on Carlos Basham yesterday. I'm really starting to like him. What do you know about him? I've seen a little bit of tape on Carlos Basham. I would really like to potentially get him as a late second or early third. I think he's got great size, great intangibles. I think sometimes he just needs a little work. But you got to do what you got to do. Maniac Goat 53. What's good with you? Hey, how you doing, Maniac? I'm doing pretty good, man. Let's hope we get Phillips first round, maybe. Trevor Hauer, a member of the community. What's up, Derek? Trevor, how you doing, man? How you doing? I'm doing great. Y'all know you. I am the best mod. Hey, Tristan, you already know, bro. You already know. Charles Southworth. Hey, Derek. Charles, what's going on, man? How you doing? How you doing? You guys are here, man. There's a lot of you in here. So listen, guys, today is just chill day. I'm just going to chill with you guys. We're just going to talk about football, just talk about life, talk about anything you guys want to talk about. I don't really have much going on today. Didn't have to work today. So I'm taking the day to just spend it with some of the loyal people that are here. You guys know who you are. I missed this podcast, been busy with school, but the vibes here are too good to pass up. Hey, Colin, appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you. I'm sure it has been busy with school, man. I mean, schools are getting close to being done. So, it's you don't have much much longer. So, yeah, I'd imagine that you probably have a lot going on. Love all with another $2 super chat. Thank you, Monkey. Yes. Yeah, King Kong, I'm hoping just whoops the crap out of Godzilla. I think I know how it ends because I've had my friend kind of tell me one thing about it, and I think I know how it ends. But I'm really hoping that he just destroys Godzilla at some point. So I think we trade up or trade back. I think we trade back. There's no way we trade up. How did you become a Colts fan? Yeah, I get this question a lot. Really, I just grew up with my dad loving Peyton Manning when he came out of college. We loved Peyton Manning. We loved the Colts. So Peyton Manning, Colts, and went hand in hand. We watched any Colts game that we could get. And, I basically became a bigger fan when, we won the Super Bowl. It's one of the few times that I was actually able to I was allowed by my parents to stay up past my bedtime to watch the game. So I stayed up, I went to bed at 8:00 and then woke up to watch it and stayed up until midnight watching it. I was tired the next day, but bro, you know it, man. I was so down to, I was so happy after that one. Tez, so ambitious. What's up, brother? Hope all is well. What predictions you have for the Colts soldiers from draft to training camp, OTAs, etc.? Hey, what's up, Tez? How you doing, man? Predictions. My prediction is that Ballard does not trade back unless the guy that he wants is gone. That's ultimately it. He's only going to trade back if the guy he wants is gone and he doesn't get him. Or, and then another draft / training camp OTA stuff. Well, it sounds like a great thing is that the fans may actually get to do OTAs this year, might actually get to go to a training camp, OTAs, see stuff like that. Sounds like they might actually get to, with the great thing with the vaccines that are going around, people are not getting quite as sick as often now. So, it's trending in the right direction, which is a good sign. But that's pretty good, man. What type of leader now have a quarterback? I think we just have a guy that's anxious and ready to go. We just have a guy that's ready to revitalize his career in a new place where he can do it. It's kind of stuff like that. It's on HBO Max. I'm just going to watch it at home. Hey, all you, man, all you. I would normally get HBO Max to do stuff like that, but I told myself I had to see it in theaters. I had to see it in theaters. I have not been to a theater since everything shut down last March. I have not been to a theater in over a year. I am going to see it in theaters where the quality and the sound is much better. That's just me. Derek, you kind of look like Andrew Luck minus the beard / neck beard. Thanks. I appreciate it. I hear a lot of people tell me that. Just hit 135 followers on Instagram. Thank you for pushing me to make YouTube videos. Hey, Aquivian, that's awesome, man. Thank you. Glad you're getting some followers, man. It's really cool. Free agency, wide receiver, or draft one. From what it sounds like we're probably going to do a draft, to be honest. Did you like the new Kong Skull Island or the 2005 King Kong with Jack Black? I liked them both. I always go back to the old one because, I liked going back to the old one because, it was the one I grew up on. I went and saw it in theaters when I was younger, which is kind of funny because I was only 10. But I liked both of them. I probably prefer the 2005 version. I liked seeing it now from okay, so the 2005 film started out being so way back before World War II, and he was smaller. And now, fast forward 40 years into the future, he's big. And then another 50 years in the future, he gets even bigger. So, I'm ready for it. I am ready for it. Let me see where we're at here. You guys are lighting me up with these comments, man. Let me see what we got here. Yeah, I don't think he will be either. Where do you think Justin Fields is going? If Justin Fields is not in the top 4, somebody is being an idiot. You don't think we gonna bring in Ertz if he gets cut? If Ertz gets cut, I think we probably would get him, to be honest. Do you draft best available or position in need? Well, the thing is, though, there's a lot of positions of need for this Colts team right now. Corner, we obviously still need the future guy. Wide receiver, Hilton's not going to be here forever. Left tackle, we have to get one. Defensive end, we have to get one at some point. So there's a lot of different positions you can work with it. Ballard likes to do best available because that's just how you do it. But you also need to tap into a position of need. What's up, Laudrick? How you doing, man? I've been here since 700 subs. Wow. Thank you, Wesley. I appreciate it, man. So, wow, you were way back then. You were way back in you were way back in 2019 too. That's crazy. Hey, Dylan, what's up, man? How you doing? What up, Indiana Sports Talk? How you doing? Only 2 edges I take before LT in the first, and that's Quiddy and Jalen. Yeah, I agree. 9 likes. Well, it's up to 15 likes now, so we got to try to keep it going this year. Have a feeling there's going to be a lot of talent at 21. Yeah, I agree. I think there will be. Yeah, Mark, I agree. I think he might. I think he's going to try to look to trade back, to be honest. Are you hyped for the 17-game season? The fan side of me, yes. The fan side of me is like, yay, there's another game. We get to watch it about all that stuff. But the human side of me and the podcaster / media guy that's in me says this isn't a great thing for the NFL. Obviously I know it's about money, but the players are going to get into some trouble with that, I think. But you're going to the Bucs versus Colts game? Yeah, I think Cody and I are going to that one as well. So could possibly trade back with someone like Bills for their first and third and still get Phillips. Potentially, that is an option. Liam Kelly 10. Hey, Liam Kelly, thank you so much for becoming a member. I did not see that until a couple days ago. Thank you for being a part of the Bring the Juice membership. Okay, that is awesome. That's the highest level we have. Liam, please reach out to me or Cody on Twitter, please. or on Instagram or anything, reach out to us so we can get some info from you, because I need some info to be able to try and get you. I need to get you videos that we need to get you. I need information so I can send you some merch if I can. All that stuff. So I need to get some info from you. So message me on Twitter and we can work on that over the weekend. I appreciate you being a member, by the way. That's great. I appreciate it so much. With Carson being our quarterback for the next 4 years, what kind of player you think Jacob Eason will be? I know it's a wild question. Well, I mean, there's always the possibility that Carson may not be the quarterback for the next 4 years. Maybe he struggles over the next 2 years and Jacob Eason takes the role. It could be possible. And, you know, if Carson, you know, starts to not be the great answer and we think Jacob Eason can be the guy, then, you know, Jacob Eason deserves what it is. But Jacob Eason might decide to ultimately want to go somewhere else, maybe try to be the guy, you know? I mean, there is a possibility. He does have the arm talent to do it, so people will definitely keep an eye out for sure. What's up from Houston, Texas? Smoking and toasting. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Okay. You watch wrestling at all? Yeah, no, I don't watch that stuff, man. I don't watch it. I watch real wrestling, but I don't watch that stuff. We going to bring back Houston or what? You know, Seth, I appreciate you being in here. The longer this takes, the less I'm optimistic that it's going to happen. I honestly am less optimistic every single day that it happens, because if there was a video, it should have been done by now. It should have been done by now. What do you think about the rumors that the 49ers might draft Mac Jones over moving up to the third pick and get rid of Jimmy G next year? Well, they need to get rid of Jimmy G somehow, because that contract that they're paying him is a lot of money for somebody to be sitting on the bench. And and Liam, thank you. As you're reading this, as I'm reading this, I accepted your friend request. 1 second. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. I had to get Liam's, I had to tell Liam I had to accept his friend request. So all good. On top of that, if they draft Mac Jones over Justin Fields, they're idiots. Anyone that drafts Mac Jones over Justin Fields are idiots. The guy on your last video says Cosme is really overrated. Thoughts? Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that. But then again, I'm friends with a lot of people who are Texas affiliated fans, and they're not fans of Texas. They're from other universities that play Texas a lot, so they don't like him either. Go figure. But I like Cosme. I think Cosme has a great skill set. I think he's good size. I think he's got good management. I think it's mainly due to the fact that he doesn't excel at one thing or another. And I think a lot of people say that's the problem with him. But I think there's a lot of things that he does well, and I think you can work on that. What do you think we do with middle linebacker position without Walker? May draft one later in this draft, to be honest. Might draft one at some point. Or we might just go with the guy that we already have. You know, we got EJ Speed and Zaire Franklin. You know, those guys have been doing that. Been watching you since 2019 too, but I never come on of your videos. Oh, okay. Okay. Appreciate it, Quivian. Appreciate it. Left tackle is deep in the draft. Yes, it absolutely is. Most loaded position in the draft, and would you draft first? In what order? Most loaded position, at least as of right now, is the tackle position. The left tackle position especially. There are a lot of guys. I mean, there's about 8 of them that could potentially that have that late first to early second projection. So there's a lot. Me, I would go in the draft specifically. Now, I'm saying in the draft, not through free agency. I'm saying in the draft. Left tackle, cornerback, defensive end, wide receiver. That's just what I would do. Seth, how did you become a member? All you have to do, Seth, is hit that join button. It's right over there. It should be right next to the subscribe button. If you look on the stream, it should be right below the like and dislike buttons. There's a button that says join. And if you don't see it there, try to go to our actual page and there's a thing for you to hit join and I'll let you join as a member. Where do you think Mac Jones will go? I have no idea, but his draft stock definitely lowered after yesterday. Okay. I'm not going to read that one. If Pay and Cosme are on the board at 21, I think you have to go Pay. Edge is just too uncertain at the moment, and there's a high likelihood Leatherwood is available in the second. Leatherwood or Liam, it's one of those things. There's a lot of different pieces. Tight end in the first round? Nah, stay away from that. Out of all the starters we have at the moment, who do you think we should replace? Starters. Whoever is the main starter on the defensive end position. I have no idea. I have no idea who is even at that position. So that's why I would say to do that. Is there any free agent you'd love the Colts to sign? Love to sign? Nah. Some guys that I may like. There's a couple things, but it's whatever. Couldn't agree more on the Justin Fields tweet from today. I'm so surprised scouts overlook him just because he's a Buckeye. Yeah, exactly. I said it to somebody else the other day. Okay, if you're going to do it just because, he's an Ohio State quarterback, you're going to miss out on a good quarterback. I'm just saying. It's never the player that's the issue unless they have personal problems that directly affiliate with their issues. The talent-wise, that's on the coaches and the scouts to make that better. Cosme is good at everything, but not great at anything. Yeah, exactly. He's good at everything. He just doesn't excel at anything yet. And I think he can get to that point at somewhere. I think he excels even more if he's next to Quentin Nelson. So wrong about Cosme. I tried my best there. It's going to be huge. It's going to be so huge. Why would 49ers get Mac Jones? He is the most NFL ready, but is not that good. They could get Fields or Lance. Get Fields over Lance and Mac, bro. It's not hard. We missed out on Kyle Fuller. I believe we should have picked him up. How about you? Yes, I wish that we would have. I think we get a decent tackle in the third because of the depth in the draft. I feel we should get a stud tight end with our first or corner. Well, John, I am totally against the tight end in the first round. There's only one tight end in the first round that's deserving of a first-round pick, and that's Kyle Pitts. But corner, yeah, if there's a good corner at that spot, somebody had fallen, I'm totally down for the Colts to get a corner in the first round. Absolutely. Sam Cosme has been really good in pass protection and has some good footwork. Absolutely. I'm a Texans fan, so I've seen him play for 3 years. Yeah, okay, Harish, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm a Buckeye fan, so I would know Justin Fields, and I know how good he is, so I know how it is. What up, family? Late to the party, but I brought the ice. Hey, Van, what's up, dude? How you doing? We're all good here, man. Everybody's just chilling. We got over 60 people in the stream. Everybody's just chilling. We're all here having a good time. I appreciate you guys being here. Toast to you guys. Ah, man. What do you think about Rondale Moore? Do I see future Tyreek Hill or Wes Welker? Yeah, he definitely plays like Tyreek Hill, no question. Even though I think Rondale's actually stronger, much stronger than Tyreek Hill is, which is great for him, being smaller the way he is, but he's got so much great strength behind him, right? So I think that's what's good. What you sipping on, Derek? Better be an Arnold Palmer. Bro, I love my Arnold Palmers, but I would not have it in a glass. This is my raspberry lemonade that I made. Got to go with the raspberry lemonade. You guys remember that, right? My little phase back then. A lot of people hating on Wentz. I don't think fans realize how balanced we are at offense. We just need him to play his role, but I'm so excited about our dynamic trio and our running game. Liam, I cannot agree with you more. I mean, you are exactly right, dude. You're exactly right. I totally agree. Seth, did you hear me from the last time? You should be able to hit the join button. Hopefully you can find it. Seth's like, I can't find that button. Try to find it on a computer. Try to go on a computer or something and look it up on YouTube that way. And then you should, unless you're you should have it since you're logged in under an account. So it should be. I think Mac can read defense better. Justin has the speed, but I think Mac has the accuracy. Accuracy? Did you not watch that pro day? Did you not watch that pro day, Tristan? I know this is you. No. Mac is not better than Justin. I could agree with you that he's probably better than Trey for sure because Trey is a project. That's a different issue. Do you have a favorite left tackle draft prospect fit for us? I think Cosme is a really good one. I'm not going to put Darrisaw in there because I think Darrisaw is going to get picked beforehand. Eichenberg, I think, could be pretty good, though, if we get to it later. Can I give a shout out to a YouTuber that hasn't hit 1K yet? Yeah, sure. Wesley, who is it? We need a solid number 2 wide receiver T.Y. can mentor when he's ready to lead the Colts. I mean, that's what we think Michael Pittman is. No, we're not making another channel for basketball. We're just not doing that. Jonathan Taylor should immediately start. Jonathan Taylor needs to be the immediate starter. No question about it. Love your podcast. Keep doing the good work. Go Horse. Hey, Gregory, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Do you think Teray or Tyquan can make the jump this year? Well, I certainly hope they do. Because it looks like Ballard is wanting to go with them. So that's what's concerning to me is that he's wanting to go with one of them, I think. So super hyped for the Carson to TY combo. Yeah, absolutely. Y'all excited for the next pick series? Heck yeah, dude. Totally. How far am I? I'm not too far behind on the comments, so. Tiring today, guys. Tiring for sure. Even though I slept in. Need to do something. I might have to go take a walk at some point soon because gotta freaking get some exercise in, man. Gotta try to wake myself up somehow. Go outside. It's actually pretty chill outside, so maybe I do that. Give me a second. Crazy thought, but should we put Hines at slot for some games? Our running back core is ridiculous. Just saying. Also, I'm hoping Campbell's healthy because he can make our offense way better. Yeah, I agree. I think Campbell being healthy definitely makes this offense a lot more dynamic because of his speed. They might put Hines in the slot at times. Hines did a little bit of that last year. So hit that like button, Van. Thank you very much. And Joe, yeah, I already answered that a little bit beforehand. That yeah, I think we could try to get Richard Sherman. I wouldn't go that far. Mac is 5th quarterback in this draft for a reason. Thank you. The button can be hard to find on the phone, but I found it easily when I went on my laptop. There you go, Seth. Just like that. More impactful player this year at wide receiver, in your opinion? Paris Campbell. It just ultimately depends if he's going to stay healthy. Before the Colts got Wentz, I was scared about Fields because of the OSU factor. After a little bit, I realized how stupid that was. Fields is dropping similar to Lamar Jackson a few years ago. Well, and Nick, the only difference is with the only difference between the two, obviously Lamar Jackson's got the speed just like Justin does, but Lamar's a lot shiftier because he's a little bit slimmer, because he's a little shiftier. He's more agile, things like that. But Fields has a much more accurate throw, way more accurate throw than Lamar Jackson, and can anticipate better. Can't see the button either, but I'm subscribed. I think, thank you, Gregory. But guys, if you want to try to find it on a laptop. Heard some people say that sometimes the phone prohibits them from seeing the join button. I'm not sure why that is, but I try to look it up on. But I'm not 100% sure why some people can't see it. It's weird because, I mean, it's available for everybody. Maybe it's because YouTube's not updated for you guys or something. Unsure, though. The Pacers don't deserve a dedicated channel. All right. With us not re-signing Walker, does Leonard's price go up for us now? I don't think it really matters, to be honest. I knew he's gonna get paid regardless. I don't think Walker leaving was gonna change their objective on how they felt about Leonard. Losing Autry is gonna hurt. Well, it only hurts because we don't really have anyone to back it up. Still mad at Teray's offsides in the Buffalo game. Yeah, I was a little frustrated about that afterwards as well, but people make mistakes. Zombies last night. Yeah, dude, I was on Kino der Toten. I got to round 20 and then I just shut it off because I was just bored. I was bored because I had a thunder gun, an upgraded thunder gun, and I was just I was cycling every other weapon, just trying to get through the rounds, and it was just boring. Try it at home? Yeah, try it at home. We share up LT and DE. We're going to be all right. We will score points. What you think? I agree. Absolutely. Hey, your other co-host Cody is in the chat. Look at this guy. He's working hard, but yet he still finds time to come into the comment section and tell y'all what to do. Make sure y'all smash the like button and subscribe. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Cody. Glad you're in here, man. Fields can actually throw the ball. They wanted Lamar to switch positions his rookie year. Exactly. Hey, Adai, what's up, man? How you doing? Exactly. If they were both prospects in the same draft, I think I'd take Fields today, even knowing what we know now. I would. Fields actually gives you the chance to expand the field. His name is I Have a Christmas Take with no spaces. He does 2K. I want to look at that. I'll take a look. Let me see. I just want to look and see what this man is about. I see. I found the channel. Does a lot of gaming, apparently. I'm gonna subscribe to him just to see what I can find. But yeah, same Colton. Pass rush is a must. QB be having too much time to throw against our zone. Yep, you're absolutely right. Facts, Liam's people fail to realize how much of a different dynamic he brings to our offense. I look at Phillip Rivers and what he did at 38 with no legs. We're going in the right direction. I think we're just a draft or two away from being a legit championship team. I certainly hope so, Tez. I hope you're right. Freaking Harrison Smith. yeah. That's how that went. Hooker is still out there. Reunion of the Price is Right. Yeah, maybe. Never hurts for depth purposes, but I doubt he'd return. So. Do you watch March Madness? If so, how do you feel about UCLA in the Final Four? I used to watch it a lot more. I haven't watched it a whole lot this year. But it's cool for UCLA. It's cool for UCLA. Glad that they were able to figure it out. I mean, they won against Michigan. They put together a really good game. So I'll just say Ohio State beat UCLA at the beginning of the year. So don't believe Hooker wants to be back. Probably looking for a change of scenery. I agree. Do you think TY goes for more than 1,000 yards this season realistically? I do not believe so. I think he could be close, but I don't think so. Peace out, guys. Have a great rest of the day. I've pulled into work and got to go. Hey, see you later, Gregory. If we make the Super Bowl, will you do a giveaway? Absolutely, I'll do a giveaway. Cody and I would love to do a giveaway. I understand the angst of buying the big ticket free agent, but I remember Ballard saying that we aren't Super Bowl ready, so I'm comfortable with the route we're taking. I'm comfortable with staying back and, drafting your own. I'm comfortable with that. It's just, it sucks when you feel like you're closer than what they think they are and they don't do it. So if we trade back, but if we stay at 27, I'm positive we draft a tackle. Maybe so. Who are your favorite two Colts on the current team? Well, Big Q. I have to say Big Q, right? As an offensive lineman that myself, former offensive lineman myself, I absolutely love Quentin Nelson. And Darius Leonard. Darius Leonard, because part of the reason that I'm in this podcast and the way the podcast the way it is because of Darius Leonard. So what the heck? Colts talk? You're in here, bro? Bro, you ain't responded to anything this morning, man. Why ain't you come in? Why ain't you come in here? Funko Pops? Never heard of them. I just got here. You want to come onto the stream? Still love Big Q and Darius. I just love Hines and Moore. Hey, totally. What's up, JDW? All right, I'm gonna try to get Colts talk in here, boys and girls. Let's see if I can get that. Hold on. JDW, what up, Colts Nation? Wow, and we didn't mention Kenny Moore on our defensive video. Yeah, I know, right? Didn't really want to talk about him too much, just because he's great. I don't have to talk about it. Colts should draft wide receiver Jonathan Adams out of Arkansas State. I've heard that. I've heard that a couple times. So. That did not take long. Let's bring this man in here.
Yo.
You know he was ready, folks. He was ready to hop on this shit, man. He was
What's
ready.
up?
What's up, dude? How you doing today?
I'm good. I just had some side work being done this morning, so that's why I didn't probably see your message.
Ah, gotcha. All good, all good. We're just chilling, man. We're just here having a chill stream.
Good. I definitely need to chill, so I'm glad you invited me.
Oh, no problem, man. Yeah, Cody never gets to do anything on Wednesdays, so we didn't have I don't know if he already had a video uploaded today, but that hasn't been doing a whole lot yet. But
yeah,
we've just been chilling. I've just been chilling here because Cody's got his days where he can't do anything on Wednesdays. So
yeah, we got a free Cody on Wednesdays, man.
Yeah, I know, right? Tell his job that, but he's got whatever he's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
And Derek, I just noticed we have one major issue. Okay. You like Ohio State. I grew up a Penn State fan. Penn State sucks. Yeah, you're right. Penn State does suck. Okay. And the reason why y'all suck is because y'all can't beat Ohio State. Okay. You got a B-level coach and Coach Franklin, James Franklin, who a lot of Penn State fans want to put up there with the elites. You ain't elite. Ryan Day, the coach of Ohio State, is here. Franklin's down here. Okay, he's down here. Ohio State's built different in the Big Ten. All right.
I have a Ohio State question. Do you think the quarterback curse will be broken this year?
Hold on one second. Let me fix these. I gotta freaking headphones always wrapped around my mic the wrong way. All right, whatever. Here we go. If he lands with the right system. If he does, honestly, I mean, here's the thing. I can look back personally to almost every quarterback that has been drafted out of Ohio State over the last 20 years and say the reason why they failed. Okay. Troy Smith, when he was drafted, he was a great quarterback. He still had his issues, his limitations. He was never built for the NFL. He was great in college because he was able to thrive off of athleticism and having his arm, but he was never an outstanding quarterback. Terrell Pryor was more of an athlete than he was a quarterback. That was the problem. It's the same thing with Braxton Miller. Braxton Miller was never a quarterback. He was an athlete that played the quarterback position. So that's it. And then, we had Joe Burrow at Ohio State, but we chose Dwayne Haskins over him because Haskins was a little better and showed more promise than Joe Burrow at that time. And, obviously we saw what Joe Burrow is about to become. We think Joe Burrow might be the future face of the league for a while. So, and Dwayne, he just needed to stay another year. He needed to stay at Ohio State for another year because he only had 1 year of actual experience. I hate quarterbacks that go into college, they play 1 year, and they say, yeah, I'm ready to go. No, you're not. You're never ready. I don't care if you throw 70 touchdowns and 7,000 yards passing, like what Dwayne Haskins did, where he threw 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards passing. Like, you had an amazing season, but bro, you need a little bit more time to fine tune those mechanics. And that was the issue. And on top of that, went to a system that didn't want him. The coaching staff did not want him. So that was the issue, is that he could have thrived later on in another system had he not gone to a place that didn't want to train him from the beginning. I think Justin is a completely different player. He's got the athleticism that the NFL wants the quarterbacks to look like now. He's big, he's strong. He's got an amazingly accurate arm and strong arm. And not to mention all four of the teams that are in the front four are needing quarterbacks right now. You could say the Jets maybe don't want to, but outside of that, anyone that's going to draft Justin knows they need a quarterback, so they're going to take him for the exact purpose of making sure that he is their future. So I think it will get broken this year. I think Justin is going to fix it.
Yeah, I sure hope so, man.
I hope so, because I'm sick and tired of hearing that BS. Oh man. Yeah, James Franklin can't win the big game. Thank you. You're one of the few Penn State fans that I've heard say that. It's hilarious, too. What's even more hilarious is that people try to complain about James Franklin. They try to make excuses for Harbaugh at Michigan. The only difference is, JDW, is that Penn State actually won the Big Ten a few years back. They did really well for that 1 year, and you guys have been frequently getting better and better as time goes along. But Michigan's just getting worse and worse, and people are still trying to make excuses for him. Let me see here. Like the stream up, y'all. Come on, guys. Keep it going. We got almost 40 likes on the stream now.
For sure.
Love all. What yours do you think the Jags will get?
I guess what record do you think?
Yeah, record. Well, now that there's a 17th game, 6-11.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to win some games because Trevor Lawrence is going to make that team better. They're going to have a lot of draft picks. They're going to get a lot of young guys to play well. I just think there's still a lot of pieces away from having a great team. So.
Plus, them just being in the AFC, which is the tougher conference, I think it's going to be a hard battle. I think it's going to be a hard battle for them.
Especially, having to face the Titans and the Colts 2 times. I mean, that's difficult.
Titans, who's Derrick Henry is the father of them, it's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, I think that was the team he had like 90-something rushing yard that game.
It was that 99-yard rushing touchdown. It's still probably one of my favorite rushing touchdowns of all time because I watched that live, and to see him just throw people across the field like that, it was hilarious. It was. He was throwing grown-ass men and just throwing them to the side. Like, come on, dude. You see that video just recently?
I was just about to bring that up. Stop reading my brain.
Dude, that core workout, oh my gosh, bro. Like, yeah, it's like no wonder nobody wants to tackle that man because it's so difficult.
Insane.
It's insane.
That's goals. I want to do that.
Dwayne Haskins has an attitude problem. Yeah, I think he's a young kid that's still learning to mature. I think that's the issue. You get a lot of ego boosts when you make it to the NFL, and some of these kids just can't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Colts Talk legend, Indiana Sports Talk in here as always. Always
appreciate you.
Ohio State QBs really don't translate to the league, though. Yeah, most of the time they don't, because most of the time they're athletes. Justin Fields is a quarterback that just happens to be an athlete. I mean, it's a little different this time around. It's a little different. I can tell who watches Ohio State games and who doesn't. I can tell who it is. I promise you I know. I've watched every game, guys, over the past 2 years. I can tell you it's not Ohio State bias when I tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't think he was any different than the other Ohio State quarterbacks, I would tell you. But he's certainly not. Oh, Gorhan's in here with the Canadian 7. Thank you very much. That's why you'll never really see legends anymore. They make the jump too early. Mahomes will be the last great quarterback.
Last great?
Last great. I don't know if I'd agree with that, but I definitely agree with your first point that a lot of people are wanting to enter the NFL a little too quickly. And you're right. It ruins a lot of careers. It ruins a lot of them. You know how many guys would have benefited from one more year in college to fine tune some things?
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh, God. You're trying to start arguments, huh? You're trying to start arguments? Okay. Yeah. Do you buy the Jets not drafting a quarterback?
I mean, being as though it's the Jets, yes. I totally understand why they wouldn't because, I guess.
Well, the national media, a bunch of the national media went out on Twitter this last week explaining why Sam Darnold is not the problem with the Jets. Like, because, they were showing that clip. Zach Wilson's drawn a lot of heat from, he was fading through it over his back shoulder 50 yards and nailed the receiver. And then it's like, Sam Darnold did almost the same thing in a real game when there's real consequences and made a throw that was just as beautiful. It's like, I agree. I don't think the quarterback is the issue there, but do you think that getting a new quarterback with a new coach and everything helps? I don't know. I don't make that decision. That's why I don't get paid to make that decision.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I was trying to tell people for a while now that Darnold wasn't the reason they were losing because Darnold is still a decent quarterback. You just got to give him a good system with an offensive line, and I pretty much think he'll give you a good product.
Exactly. I've always said it, like every quarterback can thrive in the NFL as long as you give them the right system to be comfortable in. Maybe now they have a coach that actually is going to hold people accountable and actually get things done. Maybe now they'll actually be relatively okay.
100%.
David, what's going on, David? How you doing? The Jags offense is low-key going to be decent. Yeah, totally. I mean, you look at Marcus, you look at the offense that they have going for them right now.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have Trevor Lawrence. You'll have Robinson, who just came off of a spectacular rookie season. And then, you have like Laviska, you have Chark, and a bunch of these very young wide receivers who have a lot of potential in front of them. I mean, he's right. I mean, that offense is going to be scary. It's something that if they get a good offensive line, that offense could actually legit be a top offense.
Yeah, for sure. And I think their O-line was underrated last year too. They don't have the best players on their O-line, but I think what they were doing was successful enough to make them decent, even when they're bringing in talent coming into the next season.
Yeah. How about the Colts get these extensions done already? We sat out of free agency with the excuse of extensions. We needed to do so, make that move and get it done. Well, they got all offseason to get Braden Smith and Darius Leonard's extensions done. I mean, they're gonna wait. Maybe Trace McSorley. No.
I've seen that name so much today.
They made a freaking song off his name before.
Jesus.
I don't remember who did, but somebody made a music video about him, and it's funny.
Have you seen the what was that? Yesterday, Bill Belichick and who was that other coach? I think
Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
When Mac Jones overthrew the receivers a couple times, and Belichick was just no.
It's like nope.
Exactly. That's exactly why I was telling people you need to stop. Just look at it. Just look at it. It showed you. Mac Jones can hit a couple of these guys, but Justin Fields threw to his. If I'm not mistaken, I think I know who CJ Saunders is, the receiver that he threw it to. CJ Saunders is actually the 6th receiver or 7th receiver on the depth chart. And to throw it off his back foot, fading more than 50 yards deep, and where Saunders doesn't even have to break stride. It was perfect. And to hit your 7th best wide receiver in the hands, and he never had to break stride or the route itself. I mean, oh my gosh, that was so beautiful. Like Mac Jones ain't doing that. Mac Jones ain't doing that. Like, and not to mention Justin Fields can run a 4.4. Okay, so
right.
What more do you want?
Mac Jones doing all of that with no pressure, just overthrowing.
Now, this is something I could get behind. Fields is better than Lawrence, and they've been going at it with each other since high school and even outplayed Lawrence in high school. Thank you! Even in the Ohio State versus Clemson game with busted up ribs, but Fields was still dropping dimes while Lawrence couldn't even make a pass, okay? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
Lawrence did struggle.
Also, I want to reiterate that point for a second. Fields had broken ribs and was still playing in a game that meant more than just him. He meant it for his brothers. That is the kind of player you want on your team. Exactly the kind of player. Everything else, I don't care about. He is willing to give up his body to play in a game that mattered so much to his brothers. He's going to do that in the NFL, and that is the kind of person you want leading your locker room.
Yeah. I don't know about Lawrence, man. I just feel like he's probably overrated. I don't know.
We've just all kind of gotten to this point where we don't talk about him anymore.
Yeah.
It's just like he's just the number one. We know it's going to happen.
I'm not sold on him.
Yeah, I think Lawrence is going to turn out to be a great quarterback. I just don't know, like, is he going to be the answer for Jacksonville? I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's how little confidence I have in Jacksonville to keep him going.
I have more confidence in Jacksonville than Lawrence, actually.
Maybe.
All that pass rush they just got.
The problem is with Leonard's extension, the longer we wait, the more expensive it gets. A lot of guys in this position about to get extensions. We fall behind. Well, I mean, honestly, there are very few linebackers in the NFL that are better than him right now. So there's not a line to judge it on. Bobby Wagner, who a lot of people say is the best linebacker in football, is getting paid $18 million a year. And, Fred Warner and other guys like that, they're going to get around 18 to 20 million. That's what I would anticipate Leonard's going to get as well. I mean, I don't think the longer we wait this out, the more it's going to get more expensive. We've kind of already known it was going to be expensive. So
he deserves every dollar too. Like, even whatever they pay him, I'm with that deal. Just get it done.
Kelvin, what's up, man? What's up, Juice? What's up, man?
Randy said Jacksonville is going to absolutely ruin Lawrence's career.
I hope so. I hope Lawrence will be bad in 4 years, and then if Carson Wentz doesn't pan out, then we just steal Lawrence. I mean, I think it'll be all right. You cannot lie that Ohio State fans are mad toxic for no reason, like when they barely beat teams and act like they're the greatest team ever. I'm not denying that. Ohio State fans are mad toxic. Ohio State fans are definitely mad toxic, bro, because we don't lose. We don't lose very often in football. So when we lose, we're toxic, dude. And, because you have the right to be toxic when you very rarely lose, man. It's the whole point. I mean, that's basically it. I mean, I did feel terrible, though. The Ohio State fan base made me really mad the other day because EJ Liddell, when Ohio State lost in their opening game against Oral Roberts in March Madness, there were a couple people who decided to go to his DMs and start calling him names, start calling him the N-word, saying they hope that he dies and they hope something bad happens to him and all this stuff. Like, you are not a fan of anything when you say something like that to another human being, especially a kid who's just playing a game. And on top of that, like, you're not a human being to be like that. I mean, I hope nothing but hurt happens to those people that act that way. Obviously the police got involved because there were threats of violence towards him. So That sucks, man. You know, I mean, every fan base has those, unfortunately, and it sucks because there's people who say they're fans of a team, but yet will make personal threats towards a player. Like, I could never, for the life of me, ever get that mad to where I say, I hope something bad happens to that player.
Yeah.
It's sad.
They did it to him. You see the Packers did it with Brandon Bostic. We did it with Ebron and who else? I think Hank Baskett. We did it with him too. Like,
yeah, it's terrible.
Fans are crazy.
Yeah, and it should never come to that. It just should never come to that. It's a game, people. It's a game. It's never worth that. And honestly, if that was also due to the fact that there was a bet going on, then maybe you should reconsider whether or not you want to waste your money on bets if you're gonna act like that towards somebody.
Like, you should be mad at yourself.
Exactly. Why'd you pick them? Let's see here. Question: how would I get a hold of an NFL player? Message them on Twitter and hope for the best. Well, it depends. I know that if you want to get in touch with former players, then if you want to get in touch with former players, then yeah, you would do that for Twitter. I mean, Cody and I haven't done this, and maybe we should have, but the best thing to do is to try and get a hold of that team's PR department and try and ask them if there's a way that you could set up an interview. Cody and I have tried that. Colts PR didn't really help us out that much, so we decided to do it the old-fashioned way of just going with agents. Of course, PR departments don't like that when you just go straight to their agents because that's what they're supposed to do. But either way, whatever you want to do it for, that's the best way. Let's see here. Wilson's throw over Fields' throw. I don't agree. They're both. Why can't they both just be equal? Why can't they just use
Winston in anything?
Like, why can't we just make that equal? I mean, why can't we both make it equal? Not to mention, I will say this: Wilson's throw was actually almost overthrown. I'm just gonna say that Fields' throw was perfect. Chris Olave is going to be a low-key be a stud. Dude, he's going to be the number one wide receiver next year. Anyone that tries to tell me otherwise doesn't watch the film. Dude, Chris Olave is going to be the number one wide receiver next year. I promise that. Put that down on the podcast, bro. Seriously. Because the one thing I'll tell you, Marcus, and I can tell you this because I watch all the games. The thing that the reason why I have so much confidence in saying that is due to the fact that Olave is not the quickest receiver that we've ever seen, but he does have some good speed, though. I have seen him turn a second gear and blow corners away. But the one thing that's amazing, his route running is absolutely amazing. Watch his film from this last 2 years, and count how many times Olave catches the ball and there's not a corner on the camera screen. Just count them. I promise you there is not a corner within 5 yards of him on 50% of the balls he catches. It's insane the way he's able to just manipulate his routes. It's unbelievable. It's like Stephon Diggs level-esque, and that's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Who remembers the Purdue upset? I do. You want to know why I know? Because I was there. I was at the game. And they got upset, bro. That was when that Rondale Moore crap happened, and I was so mad, bro.
Shout out to Rondale. What do you think Olave is going to end up in the draft?
It really depends on this season. He's not going to have Justin Fields throwing in the football this year, but him and Garrett Wilson are going to have difficulty with trying to figure out who's going to be. Well, actually, I can't even say that because Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave were doing stuff last year that no duo's ever done before, where I think the first 3 games of the year, both of them had has set a record for 3 straight games where both receivers had 100+ yards receiving in each game. So they were both getting 100+ yards of receiving every game. So Garrett Wilson might be even a first-round draft pick next year too, because he'll be a junior, and he's really good, both in the slot and on the outside. But Olave, probably a top 10, to be honest. He's a stud. I mean, he is a stud. I mean, if I had to choose between him and Waddle right now, I choose Olave. I choose Olave over Waddle, and Waddle's a lot of people is top 15. So we need Stephon Gilmore. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that. What do you think about this one?
Trent Williams got money. We may see Big Q getting $200 million. You think he's going to get paid that much?
If we give him an 8-year contract.
8 years.
I mean, dude. I mean, look at what Trent Williams just got. I mean, Trent Williams just got a 6-year.
They kind of broke it down, though. They kind of broke it down.
Yeah, and you know, the Colts could still do that. Ballard would probably do that to break it down to where the front load of it gets paid early. But, I mean, Big Q's not going anywhere. There's no way you can lose an offensive lineman like that.
At all. He's not going nowhere.
Why do we let walk and not pay him? The money was not the issue, Christopher. It was play time. That was the big issue here. Kellen Maurice. There is no team in our division that is balanced, well coached like us. I see that being a blueprint to a real contender. What do you think? Yeah, I agree. That, you know, being that way, being balanced and being well coached is definitely a great thing for a contender. You know, Tampa Bay just showed you exactly that. They're able to do everything correctly, and, you know, Bruce Arians did a good job coaching, so it makes sense.
True.
Gosh, there's so many comments.
Have you seen who's left in free agency?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen everything. No.
Okay.
Already at an hour, man.
Still a bunch of good names in there.
Yeah, there's still some good names in there.
Even though we don't need a running back, Todd Gurley, Connor, Adrian Peterson, Le'Veon Bell, Jerick McKinnon. Wide receivers, Antonio Brown still in there. Golden Tate from the Giants. Yeah.
If Chase from LSU is available, would you be mad if we take him? Calvin, I'll just sit here and tell you, Chase is not going to make it past the top 10. There is no doubt that man goes top 10. I got a message back from Ben Banagoo once. It was forever ago, though. Yeah, we had Ben Banagoo on the show before. He's pretty cool. He's a pretty chill guy. No two players are equal. Yep, absolutely. When Olave was out in that Northwestern game, Fields struggled without him. Telling you, dude. Telling you, Olave is a difference maker. He's a difference maker. When he's not on the field, the Ohio State offense gets a lot more stagnant. I'm just telling you. But also Garrett Wilson Garrett Wilson's good, but he's not a playmaker quite like what Olave is yet. Cody, Derek, stop interrupting Marcus. I'm sorry, Cody. All right, I'm sorry.
He's gonna have to beat you up whenever you see him.
Yeah, he's gonna see me in a month. So
live on stream,
live
WWE
on stream
match, Derek versus
Let's
Cody.
go.
What you all been waiting for.
He's taller than me, so he has that going for him. But I definitely weigh more than he does, though.
That'd be a star-studded match.
I hear the dogs barking. LOL. Colts talk, do you think we will pick up a wide receiver in the draft?
If we do, it'll probably be late. It'll probably be a late pick, being as though all the wide receivers we have already. I don't think it's really needed to get an early wide receiver. We have other positions to fill out before that. Yeah, I've seen that. I've responded to it.
I don't know what Hines' dad looks like. So
Me neither.
You ever look it up? Like, you get asked that a little bit. You should look it up.
No,
I already told everybody he looks like Ebron. So
yeah, I don't know what his dad looks like.
Oh man.
You heard let me get your thoughts on everybody talking about Dez Patman should play tight end.
I think I've heard that question before. A couple of people have asked me that. I mean, I think he's actually I think he'd actually be okay as a receiving tight end because of his sheer size. I mean, what, he's 6'4", 6'5", right?
Mm-hmm.
So, he's got the height for it. I think he's 230? He's about 220, 230. Puts on about another 10 pounds. He actually legit could be a relatively small tight end that I think could probably work out. I mean, I think that might be something that they may entertain, to be honest.
What about the blocking aspect, though? You think he'd be good at blocking? I think
that's the issue.
Yeah, because we need a blocking tight end.
Yeah. I'll say this. If we took a chance on Eric Ebron being a tight end in this system, then I could definitely say that Desmond Patman could definitely work himself out to be in that system, okay? Ebron was a terrible blocker, okay? He's a terrible blocker. I'm sure Patman could not be any worse than that. I'm sure of it. Don't you do that on my own stream. Don't do that.
No comment.
All right? I was just making a comparison. Okay, and we all know it's true. Ebron was terrible at blocking.
That is true.
Let's see here. Where's AB going? As long as it's not Indy, I don't care. Okay.
He's still nice, though.
What do you think about the interior defensive line depth? Terrified to think if Defoe misses any time next year. I mean, I'm not too worried about our interior defensive line depth. I think we have a lot of it. The only issue is, the talent difference between Defoe and everyone else defensive line is very drastic. So
that is true.
So, I'm not too worried about having good bodies in there, but to find somebody to replace him if he misses any time, that's just not going to happen.
Did you guys not see the check down highlights of DeForest Buckner yesterday of what he literally did shedding the offensive line? Who do you think
sometimes throwing them to the ground
that
in
too.
The process?
He's Derrick Henry at defensive tackle, like pretty much unstoppable.
Although slightly bigger.
Yeah, that too.
And I mean, we kind of saw how bad it was. Remember when he missed that Titans game? Yep. Him and one of the others that were missing. I mean, holy cow, how much of a difference that made. They blew through our defensive line without Buckner.
Yep, I remember mentioning that. That was the only reason they won, because we didn't have DeForest Buckner pretty much clogging up.
And we didn't have Danico Autry either, who's
currently done really
well. Yeah. If we don't make it to the bowl, is it safe to blame Ballard for being too safe in our short window to the Super Bowl?
No. I wouldn't blame Ballard one bit.
Yeah. The reason why Ballard does what he does is because it extends how far that Super Bowl window is for you. So it's not like the Rams where, they'll be good for the next 3 years or however long Matt Stafford's good for. And then when Matt Stafford can't play anymore, they're done because they have no first, they have no seconds. They lose all these players because of cap and everything else. They have a long way to go. Their Super Bowl window is right now. If they don't win when Matt Stafford's there, then it would have been a waste. But Ballard is doing it to where the team is good and we're casually just trying to build it every year just a little bit better so you don't drop off in case something happens. So
most of these teams are win or bust, but we're doing win, 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 win for the next few years.
Exactly. I want us to get big boy Phillips. Yeah, did you see his pro day? Jalen Phillips?
You know, people like putting video out on Twitter, so I'll definitely be watching those. I don't watch it on television.
Yeah, there was an RAS number that came out, and they said Phillips amongst the 1,087 defensive ends that have qualified for the draft since like the 1990s, he was ranked like inside the top 30 when it came to all his numbers. So, I mean, it reminds me a lot of Montez Sweat. Montez Sweat had one issue where everyone was like, okay, do we really want to take a chance on him because of this injury or this health concern that we have? Nobody questions the talent. It's ultimately the health that's a concern. But Montez Sweat has been a productively good player for them for a while now. So maybe Phillips is one of those ways as well.
Yeah, that is true. Injuries does play a big role in everything. So I don't know.
What do you think of Pittman not giving up his number to Wentz?
He didn't care. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Why should we care? Yeah, Wentz didn't care. So all he did was, hey, how married are you to number 11? I think I'm going to stick with it. Okay, I'll change anyway. Like, okay, it's nothing more to it than that. It was just a civil, quick conversation the way guys normally do conversations. It's, hey, what do you feel about this? I feel this way. Okay, cool. Later. Like, that's right. It's the media that made it way worse than what it actually was. So. Tommy Tremble in the second round for the Colts. Don't be upset when it happens. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, we struggle when Defoe missed time. Yeah, totally. Dallas Clark should be working out tight ends on his ranch in Iowa.
Dude, Dallas Clark is so far gone from social media. He has no platform. He just be out there in the open.
Heck yeah, bro. What's up, my people? How you doing? How you doing? Do you remember the shit show prior to Ballard? Yes, I try not to. I try not to. Oh, man.
Oh, somebody mentioned Michael Strahan getting his gap codes.
I saw that.
Like it's about time. What took him so long? He already been invested in money when he retired. Like, what took him so long?
I mean, you know, that was his look. You know, that's how people remembered him for a long time. And the guess that he just decided it's time to get it fixed. So
signature look, Michael Strahan, the gap.
This guy's saying there's no way we get Phillips at 21. Think so? Think Phillips doesn't fall past the top 20?
He definitely can.
He definitely can. The injury concern is what makes that possible.
Somebody mentioned Philip Dorsett.
Wait, I just saw it now. Bradshaw will wear a toupee next. Oh, jeez. Why y'all gotta bring Bradshaw into that? The real G's remember when Derek was a little tipsy on stream. Hey, I was never tipsy. Okay,
Where were you? Were you sauced? Were you vibey?
I was vibing. That's for sure. I was vibing for sure, bro. I had a couple drinks that I had a couple of a little bit of whiskey, so I was feeling good. I was feeling good about myself. Let's see here. What do we got? You guys aren't worried about the psychological effect of Wentz changing his number when he's supposed to be so-called mentally weak. No, I'm not worried about it because again, it's the media making that assumption. The media made up all the assumptions that he was mentally weak, and on top of it, made up the assumptions that the number was going to ruin his relationship with Pittman. So we've proven at least one of those is wrong. So I'm guessing that the media is going to be wrong about the other one too. The guy on the right looks like Strahan.
I responded to that one too.
I don't. Oh man, I don't see it. I don't see it.
That's also.
Listen, guys, just because he has the same haircut and he's black doesn't mean that he looks like Michael Strahan. Okay.
Thank you.
I love that. That's funny though. You do honestly have the close to the same hair though.
Yeah. I try to trim it every now and then, but some things happen, scheduling and the sickness being outside. I don't want to take that risk.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. It still looks clean. It don't look too terrible.
Comfortable. It ain't that bad. I'm not Cam Newton at the end of the day. Like, come on.
Yeah, right. With all this going everywhere, like what the heck
out.
is that?
I'm not Cam Newton. Come on. If you still view and comment, then you're fine.
Why do multi-millionaire athletes have the lousiest tattoos? I don't know.
Well, Bruce Arians just got a Buccaneers tattoo.
I mean, did you see you see Trent Williams gorilla tattoo on his back? Look that up. Look that up. He's got a giant tattoo on his back. That thing is huge.
That nobody can see unless he takes his shirt off.
Exactly.
Terrible. Well, he got more money to get more at it now.
He's Ebron's twin brother.
Oh, I see it now.
Oh, man. Wentz was unhappy in Philly. He's happy here. His mentality is fine. I'm not worried, and the number is no big deal. Case closed. Thank you.
I want to know what their thought process is when they go to get these tattoos.
Yeah, it is quite the change for sure.
And then they mentioned it was a mistake later on down the road.
JDW saying I'm getting the Colts horseshoe tattooed on my shoulder. I don't believe that for a split second, JDW.
What are we doing? What are we doing, JDW? What are we doing here?
You are not doing that. I know you're not. There's no way.
Oh God.
You see it?
Yeah, I've seen that, but I've just seen another comment that just quite triggered me just a little bit.
What? Which one?
Some guy. Well, I think Eric commented on it. He said, "I see so many people say Trevor Lawrence is the best prospect since Luck. I personally think he's slightly better than Luck, and the reason is down to one key intangible trait: he loves the game more than Luck did."
Who said that so I can ban him?
Go to Eric's lesson. Eric and Michael just commented on it on Twitter.
I want to ban that person from life now. But
oh, God.
I can't. Good Lord.
I hate when people compare people to Luck because Luck was the best thing smoking. Nobody better be close.
And it's funny because they use their recency bias as the reason, their reasoning behind that argument. Like, you're telling me Andrew Luck didn't enjoy the game of football when he came into the league?
That's insane.
It's insane. Please put a side-by-side of Hines next to Cold Stock.
What is your obsession with me?
Hold on. Let's see.
Seriously?
I'm gonna try. I just want to.
We're talking about Andrew Luck here, and you're gonna entertain this comment.
No, I'm not going to entertain that comment. I'm entertaining this one. Hold on.
So I love Kenneth. Just kidding.
All right, let's see here. One is definitely darker than the other. I'm just saying. And their hairline's not the same either. Look at that.
That's my son. That's my son.
That's my son.
I taught him that backflip. I taught him that. I'll do it right now. You guys donate $20. I'll backflip right now.
Hey, if somebody donates over $20, I want to see this man do a backflip right now.
I can't backflip. Don't do it. I can't backflip.
I want to see him do the cartwheel at least. Can I at least see you do the cartwheel?
You're just going to see legs fly past the camera.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to see.
Oh, my God.
Somebody drop this 20 right now. I got to see this cartwheel.
I hate it here.
That way... that way I can screen record it later and then tag Hines in it and show him who did it better.
Think about who hairy legs is that flat across the camera.
Oh, man.
Oh,
did you use Manscaped on your face? No, I did not do that. I still have the products that they give me, but there's definitely not anything to be used for right here, though. John Hill, see you later, man. Thank you. No, Joe Burrow was not a better prospect coming out. Joe Burrow had one amazing year, and that was it. He was never as good as Andrew Luck through a career perspective.
I love LSU and Joe Burrow, but I can't compare anybody to Luck at all.
Nope.
At all. It's just he's different. He was different, man. He was way ahead of the game.
Who do you guys think was the best defender to ever play for the Colts? Me,
Robert
Bob
Mathis.
Sanders. Plus, do you guys know where I can get a signed jersey from him? Primitive, I have no idea how you would get a signed jersey from Bob Sanders. You probably looked that up somewhere. There's probably a couple around, but to answer the first question, I think it's Robert Mathis for me.
Absolutely.
I mean, we just look at the career pedigree that guy has. I mean, that was just insane. I mean, Dwight Freeney for me is a close second because he also had 100 sacks while with Indianapolis, but Robert just finished out his career there and left an extended legacy.
Yeah, I think quarterbacks still have nightmares of Robert Mathis.
They have a similar nose. That's it. Okay.
Oh,
hey, Christopher saying leave Colt Stock alone. Kenneth, dude, I'm laughing so hard. You guys just made my day. Appreciate you, Kenneth. At least Hines has a haircut.
Ooh, spicy, aren't you?
That hairline, though. Everyone pick on Derek instead. Now, why is this going to go to me, huh? Just because it's my stream? What do you mean? Okay, I'm not even going to respond to that. I'm not going to respond to that. I'm not going to waste my time on it. Andrew Luck. Yeah, Robert Mathis, Freeney. Will Darius Leonard go down as the best defensive player when it is all said and done? We don't know yet. We don't know. Darius Leonard's only been here for 3 years, guys. We need to wait a little bit longer for that argument.
Go down to one of the best, but I still don't think he tops Mathis. I still don't.
It just depends. Does he win a Super Bowl with us, and does he continue to do the same thing throughout the next 10 years? If he does that, then yes, we can probably have that argument. You probably would end up being right, but yeah, right now that is just way too early. Just enjoy Darius Leonard while you got him now.
For sure.
Bob Sanders was cold too. Heck yeah, man. That is one of the few players that, despite his size, everyone was intimidated by that man because he did not care for his personal safety on anything. He wanted to hurt you. And there's something very scary about a muscular 5'9" guy just running around trying to hurt everyone he hits. I mean, he hit you hard every time.
Loved it.
Oh, yeah, I loved it. Derek, a.k.a. Jonah Hill. All right, we're going to do this. You want to do this? How does that look like this?
And Jonah's more funny.
Exactly. He's funnier. He's fatter than me. I'm not rich. So
Hooker's not on a roster.
everybody, don't entertain Randy's argument, please. Don't entertain that argument. That is not something to talk about. We all know what's truthful about it. So eventually Buckner might be the best. He didn't start his career there, though.
Yeah, he really didn't.
What's Eric saying in the chat now? The things you can get the Titans fans to admit.
Poor Austin Collie.
Rate the new logo, honestly. I like it. I told you that one before. I like it. Mike Doss was a beast too. Yeah. Mike Doss was definitely a beast. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh at that. Kenneth, I'm not sure if you're trolling me right now or not, but yeah, Blackman 100% needs to be the starter.
Yeah, I was telling you, Hooker's not even on the roster.
Yeah, right now, currently, he's not. Darius and Mathis have the same maniac mentality. Darius is on track to becoming a Hall of Fame legend. Yeah, if he keeps doing what he's doing, then yeah. But, we just don't know. Maybe 3 years down the line, he destroys his leg and he never plays again. It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
Have you guys looked into Milton Williams? He recently shot up the top 100. He's a DT prospect from Louisiana Tech, I believe. No, I haven't heard of Milton Williams, honestly. I'm 5'11". 5'11". Average male height, okay?
That is very average.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm okay with being average, okay? At least when it comes to the male genetics, okay? The most unlucky Colts player of all time was Austin Collie. Man played too hard and was too young for his career to end so early. Yeah, I agree. He's definitely one of them.
Passos was on the money, man. Just had to come down with it.
And with that series of head injuries that he took too.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. It's just bad timing.
Yeah, JDW, we're always at each other's necks, but that's okay. It's great content. We never take anything personally either. It's nothing personal. It's just football. I have a friend who's a Browns fan, and when he and I used to live in an apartment together in college, oh my gosh, we would go at each other's throats. I mean, we would yell and scream at each other about football arguments, and our one other roommate's just sitting over here in the corner, just like, please just make them stop. But at the end of the day, like I'll come back 2 hours later and be like, hey, how you doing? Oh, all good. Like it's not anything to take personally. It's just sports.
How could you entertain an argument with a Browns fan?
Because the Browns fans are delusional. That's why. That's why I like going at him sometimes. Okay. And that's why I like doing it to him. And because I know I can actually get an argument out of him, because he's not going to keel over. He is going to come back at you every time. He's like Michael. He'll just never stop. You'll never get through into his head that it's going to go, that you have the right argument. It just never will. Would Blackman and Hooker be better than Blackman and Willis in the backfield?
No.
No. Willis is way better tackler than Hooker. Hines is built like Darren Sproles. Plays like him too. I mean, he's just the all-purpose back. It's basically what his job is. The way he played, Sanders put his football mentality before his body. I loved David Thornton, awesome linebacker. Yeah, I agree. Okay, JDW. If you're gonna quote me, can you at least like get the spelling right on some of these things? Like, geez. Do you think the Colts will match an offer for Odom if the team makes one? Depends on what the offer is. I don't think there's a lot of teams out there looking to get Odom. So
There really aren't a bunch of teams except
because if there was, then I think they if there was, I think that we would have known about it by now. So Browns low key looking really good. Yeah, low key right now they are. I mean, they finally got a good coach, they got a good GM, and they got a good team built. I mean, it's really good right now. Greatest linebacker was Gary Brackett for the Colts. Best linebacker that we've ever had. You could make that argument. Can make the argument. I mean, the Colts have not had a lot of great linebackers come through. We've had a couple good ones, but we've never had any like legendary ones. We've had a lot of secondary guys go Hall of Fame here. We've had a lot of defensive linemen go Hall of Fame here, but linebackers just never have. Darius Leonard's definitely going to be better than Gary Brackett, though, when it's all said and done, though. I'm not sure I believe in Teray as much as Mathis does. Look, Mathis has to have faith in the defensive lineman, okay? Especially since he works with these guys all the time.
He has some little shorties.
He's going to say that. He's going to say that. Of course he is.
Man, I think about that every day when he's tweeting about Teray. I was like, please just stop.
Spirit Walk with a $5 super chat. Thanks for the lunchtime entertainment, guys. Hey, absolutely, Spirit Walk. Thank you for joining, man. Let's see what else we got here. Is Muhammad still a free agent? Yeah, yep. He is, I think. Yep. We haven't re-signed him yet, so.
Sure is.
Do you think the Colts as a worldwide brand is a thing? How marketable are we? Well, I can certainly tell you that from my experience with the people that we have in this chat when we do our live streams, we do have a couple fans from a lot of different spots in Europe, in Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, Canada, even some places in Africa have even mentioned us. Like, there's Colts fans that go everywhere. I don't think the NFL itself is not very marketable worldwide, at least as of yet. It will continue to grow, but the team that gets a lot of the love worldwide is the Jaguars. They're the big ones. Remember the UK games? There's a reason that the Jaguars
play better there. They play better there.
Maybe they should just move there.
We thought about that. I think they should just stay in Jacksonville.
Most delusional sports fans are Knicks fans and Michigan and Texas.
No, I'll say Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas Cowboy fans. Knicks fans are definitely delusional. Michigan fans are definitely delusional. But yeah, switch Dallas with Texas there, and you're right.
And then the Jets fans in the Rex Ryan era.
Yep.
Every preseason. What's your expectations, Rex? We're going to the Super Bowl. Famous quote.
You worried about our middle linebacker on our team right now, Marcus?
No, never will be.
All right.
That's probably the most confident spot besides the corners and our offensive line. Super confident. Bobby Okereke season.
Who was the guy that we had who punched a pizza man?
Definitely was Cody.
Wait, what?
No, I'm kidding.
Wait, what? I don't know what he's talking about. Wait,
I don't know. I think he's talking about a Colts player, but I don't remember.
Okay. Say Leonard is already better than Gary. Brackett was never putting up numbers like Leonard's.
Whoa. No Gary Brackett slander.
Gary also played more years. He has more stats than Leonard does currently, and he won a Super Bowl.
Was a captain.
Was a captain. Leonard will definitely pass Gary Brackett at some point if he continues to keep doing what he's doing. But right now, we're not there just yet. Says I'm actually in Africa right now. Hey, that's cool. What's up? Let's see.
I'm live from Derek's basement.
No, you're not, because people have seen my basement and they know it does not have a green
The other day
screen
when you
on
was
it.
over your parents' house, bro, that was the funny. He's like, since you guys keep talking about my background, I'm gonna move. And you just
Yeah,
walked
I'm going to
around.
move over about 20 feet over this way so y'all can stop complaining about it.
Man.
There was I had Lawrence on for a video while I was over there, and somebody commented in the comment section and said, "Is that guy on the left in the right's basement?" And they were referring to me being in Lawrence's basement. Like, you guys, like, seriously. Oh man. I actually do want to go to Africa at some point. Just not sure where though.
Yeah.
Probably give me some perspective on what life is like over there.
Yeah, we gotta explore. Probably go to the pyramids one day. Put a Colts logo on it.
Brackett wasn't the key to our Super Bowl. Well, he doesn't have to be. He was still part of that great defense that was number one for many, many years. Bob Sanders won our Super Bowl. Yeah, Bob Sanders was definitely an intricate part to that Super Bowl win. I mean, he was definitely really good. It was one of the few years that Bob Sanders actually played almost a full season. And that's why we were good. We as Colts Nation was blessed to draft Darius Leonard. Love him. Yep, absolutely. Brackett had 100 tackle season. Okay.
What's the obsession with Brackett? Like, how are you a Colts fan and don't like Brackett?
I don't know if he's saying he doesn't like him, but I think he's just still trying to prove a point that he's not better than Leonard. Okay, congratulations. He had one, but I mean, so what? I mean, Leonard's only played 3 seasons. Brackett played many. Eric Walden headbutted a ref. Why did I not remember that? Rock most improved. Saw a video about a Colts fan in Japan. Interesting.
I would love to see how that went.
I want to go to Tokyo. I actually want to go to Tokyo and just see what it looks like over there, because it looks really freaking cool. Also, you ever see how foot traffic is there in Japan? Mm-hmm. Like, they make it move so easily. It actually makes me ashamed of like how the US does their foot traffic around streets and stuff, how they can move people so much easier. Do you think the Colts have forced themselves to go LT in the first round, even if there is a player that is a better value at our pick? You want to answer that first?
No, I think we're not going to be drafting in the first round anyway. I think we're going to trade back and get more picks. So first round pick is probably already out the window.
Kind of mad the Colts didn't get Kenny Golladay. Well, for the price that he went for, heck no.
Well, I was at the airport waiting for Kenny and he never came. So.
Oh yeah, that's right, guys. Colts Talk has been offering to take people from the airport to Indianapolis for talks. So, how many calls have you gotten so far, man, when it comes to that?
Well, I talked to Matthew Stafford and Golladay. That was about it. I wanted to talk to Clowney, but I declined. I was like, nah.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I can't trust him. Yeah, so
all right. I got you. Yeah, I got you. Give me 1 second here.
Mm-hmm.
1 sec. I'm sending you a message, so just give me 1 second. There we go. I sent that to you.
Okay.
Let me see. Michigan Wolverines. What's cracking, y'all? A little late to the stream. You guys think DeMichael Harris will get more burn this year? Dude needs more PT. Hey, I think he could. I think he definitely could. It just depends. Yeah, dude, it really sucks that you never got a chance to see Matt Stafford when we were going to the airport, dude. That would have been insane.
Yeah, man, bags was packed and everything. Like, I even made a video on it. Like, it was that close to actually getting Stafford, and we pulled the string at the last second. That was very tough.
Dang.
Very tough.
All because Ballard didn't want to give up that other first, man. Just
you've seen the recent history with Ballard. He almost didn't bring back T.Y. Hilton if Irsay wasn't involved. So
Yeah, exactly.
Ballard is definitely the reason on half of these moves. I'm pretty sure the comment section would agree with that. All the talent has been missed due to Ballard. So, hey.
So what, you say you pulled the plug on Clowney? Just like, nah, you want to come to Indy, you going to have to find somebody else to get you there?
Yeah, it's just I couldn't trust Clowney. Like he had his good spurts, and he was dominant in college, but I don't think he would fit the system right. So I just kind of
honestly, he wasn't even a stud in college. I mean, the funny thing was he was very good, and he had that one play that went viral, and then everybody just was like, "Wow, look at this guy." But he never played his senior year, and then it's just like, dude, you had one really good year where you shined, and then you just didn't play, and then you just never showed up afterwards.
Yeah, so I wasn't really sold on him at all.
I'm going to tick off the haters, but I think Lux should be in the Ring of Honor. Of course he should. Of course he should.
No question.
Let's see. Rock over under on 4 interceptions. Under. Because, I mean, if Xavier Rhodes only got 2, I don't see Rock getting 4.
Yeah, he had Kari Willis. Julian Blackman had like 2 or 3.
More of the Hines dad. I visited Germany. The bathrooms are so clean. LOL. Random gas station bathrooms were spotless and cleaner than the bathrooms at my job. All right. I have a friend who lives in Germany. I was supposed to go there back in December, but that went on. So we were put on the ban list, the no-fly list. So, it sucks. You guys watching Godzilla versus King Kong tonight? Hey, I'm going to theaters tonight to watch it with my brother. So I am so hyped for that movie, dude. I cannot wait. I've been waiting for that movie for 3 freaking years, bro. And it's finally here.
Let me know how the movie Quentin Nelson versus DeForest Buckner goes.
All right. Well, which one is which here? I'm trying to figure out. I'm assuming that Quentin Nelson is Godzilla and DeForest Buckner is right. And I'm not saying that as a racist joke. I'm saying because Godzilla is more likely to push people rather than Kong.
That is so bad. I don't know what I was thinking when I said that.
I was waiting for somebody to say it, and I didn't want somebody to beat me to it. That's all I'm saying, okay? DeForest Buckner is most likely to punch someone, and Quentin Nelson's most likely to move.
I blame this.
Freaking Hennessy.
That is my fault. That is my fault.
Black people's favorite drink is Hennessy, man. I'm just saying.
I currently love tequila more, though. I love tequila way more. Yeah, I'm definitely a variety guy. So
okay, all right.
I had wine before.
Wine?
Yeah, I've drunk wine before. I mean, of course, I wasn't drinking it alone, but
I got you. Yeah, I'm not a fan of wine. I've never gotten into it.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. You guys really, you guys really like tail over rock, huh?
Uncle Nearest is better than Henny. I don't know about that. I ain't never tried it, so.
Me neither.
That Jack Daniels Tennessee Honey Whiskey is better than Henny. I have had that before. That stuff is really good. That stuff is really good. Next on the History Channel, Brady versus Vinatieri. Okay. Oh, man.
Yeah, have you seen that Vinatieri's son's a kicker now?
No, I didn't see any of that.
Yeah, his son's a kicker. He goes to kicking camp and stuff. They have competitions. I'd love to see how that goes. What up, Hunter? I'm definitely with Sherman going to Indy.
Crown apple or crown peach. I've had the peach before. I like Crown Royal. I like the vanilla. The vanilla gives a little kick as well. You know, live mock draft. We'll have to do that at some point. Did y'all see the Colts tweet of photoshopping Nelson doing some off-season workouts, pushing that cargo ship out of the canal?
Yeah. I see that. That was hilarious.
We all know
didn't
who
the Colts
actually
tweet that?
Yeah, I think they did. I don't know when it was. That's funny. That is funny.
Yeah.
Dude, I post on TikTok, I posted that and it didn't do as good as I thought. 8+ sacks for a future starting DE or 2+ interceptions for Rock. Honestly, I'll probably go 2 interceptions for Rock. But hey, I hit 1K subs on TikTok. Hey, there you go.
You better not be dancing on there, Juju boy.
Corvette.
I know JDW is dancing on there. I just know it.
Bring back Pat McAfee. Oh, Lord. I think he's happy doing what he does now.
I actually love him on the show. I would not want him to come back.
My mock draft is premiering at 4:15. Oh, I can't wait. I want to be in there so I can destroy your mock draft.
I'm going to slander.
Is that going to be live? JDW, is that going to be live? We need an edge rush badly, yeah. Man, I'm tired, bro.
Tired? It's only 3:00.
I know, right? I gotta stay awake for this freaking movie tonight. It ain't like I'm not gonna. It's not like I'm gonna fall asleep during it. There's no way. that movie's gonna be so loud. There's no way.
You'll be surprised. I will definitely fall asleep if it's loud.
I've been waiting so long for that, dude. My adrenaline's gonna keep me up. I just can't wait for it. I think I know how my friend told me kind of how the plot goes at the end, so I know what happens, but because I kind of anticipated what was going to happen because, you know, I watch videos of people breaking down trailers and stuff like that, so people talk about that stuff.
You watch spoilers?
No, it's not spoilers. No, it's just like when the trailer came out back a month ago, I was watching it and then people were like breaking down the trailer, like this is what this means, this is what this likely means. Then people were talking about different scenarios. I'm like, oh, that scenario makes sense. So I knew kind of in the back of my mind, I was like, yeah, I probably know what happens. I don't know yet, but I have a feeling. And then my friend just kind of confirmed what I suspected was going to happen. So, but either way, my brother and I are still so hyped to see it because it looks so damn good. Pat is making bank on YouTube. No need for him to kick a ball again. Yeah, I mean, it's not even just YouTube for Pat. I mean, Pat's grown into a worldwide brand. You know, especially countrywide too. Countrywide, everybody knows Pat McAfee now.
For the brand.
For the brand.
And he's building like a fantasy factory type of building that I heard.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that to happen. What the heck is going to happen to Matt Ryan if they draft the quarterback?
From what I heard is that the Falcons don't want to draft a quarterback.
Yeah. JW mentioned about the Falcons drafting Trey Lance at 4.
Wait a minute. ESPN blocked ESPN, unfortunately. What does that mean?
Yeah, I'm confused.
I'm confused by that. Nah, I don't think they will, to be honest. What up, Nomadic? What's up, dude? Oh, yeah, that's what he meant. Going on Pat McAfee's show. Yeah, they've been doing that a lot because ESPN is a dictatorship that doesn't allow its people to go. I mean, here's the thing. They've been doing that a lot with a lot of different people. Like Fox has not done something where they've put it in a contract that says you can't do it, but they've kind of told their employees, it's not, we don't want you mingling with ESPN or other people like that, because they're afraid that if they either spill something or if they decide they want to leave, then that makes it even worse for their brand. And, everybody already knows ESPN doesn't get a great reputation with the general public as is. So, they just don't want any of that happening. So Colts talking more. Yo, what's up, dude? How you doing?
Hey.
Which pass rushers are available besides Kerrigan who could fit on the Colts D line?
Melvin Ingram, Jadeveon Clowney.
There's a couple of them. Cody and I just put up a video the other day. If you guys want to check that out, we're talking about the veteran defensive end guys that are still out there. We talked about it for a couple of guys that could potentially work, but Kerrigan is definitely the one who fits the best in what the Colts are trying to do.
You probably have seen me on Instagram. I've seen I actually talked to the Colts Talk, the one that's on Instagram and Twitter. And I was like, hey, I didn't know you had the same name as me, even though his is the Colts Talk. And I was like, saw love, I support you, keep doing what you're doing. He was like, oh, it's okay. I was like, oh, okay, so I'm cool.
Says, yo, I think I've seen the other guy on Instagram. Yeah, you probably have seen Colts Talk here on Instagram.
It's a bunch of us falling around.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know. It's just too late.
Yeah. They lifted that ban because it immediately got a ton of backlash because McAfee put it out there. And everybody else just was like, why? What the hell is this? So, I mean, it's because it's not like McAfee's trying to take anything over. He's just a guy that just streams about everything. And, it was, if anything, it hurt for ESPN to do that. So, they blew over pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's your Instagram called? So I can make sure I'm Colts Talking More. So I'll make sure to follow you. It's just BTJ Pod. It's the same thing we have for all of our social media.
Yeah, I think mine is Colts Talk still, or Colts Brawl Talk. One of those. I think I
can't stand Orlovsky. Why? Because he sticks to his points.
He's funny.
He is funny, yeah, and he definitely knows what he's talking about. I mean, we've gotten into the habit of where we just say that we can't stand these personalities that go on TV anymore because they have a couple of viewpoints that we may not agree with. But for the most part, most of these people know what they're talking about. I mean, and especially when Orlovsky's talking about football, the majority of the time he gets it because he was a player. Whether or not he was a good player or not, but he was in the league.
But he played, yeah.
But he understands. You ever heard the phrase that just because you weren't amazing doesn't mean you don't know what you're talking about? I mean, these players all got in the NFL for a reason. They may not all be superstars, but they all understand the game. So McAfee's too animated for ESPN. Yeah, you're right. McAfee is way too animated for ESPN. ESPN does not like that.
Hammer Don.
But that's why McAfee's growing so much more and why he's so likable, because you can get a genuine personality out there because, he's just being him.
100%.
Even if sometimes he acts like, occasionally he acts like an asshole. Occasionally. Sometimes he gets into his own head a little bit, but it's not a big deal though. Everybody has those moments. So I think he had that beef with that one Raiders podcast or something about that Derek Carr situation right before the Colts got Wentz. So he was calling him out, but it's whatever. He can do whatever he wants on his show. It's not.
He calls out a bunch of people, and I love it.
He calls out a bunch of people, exactly. So it's like nothing, anything special. So. Do you think the sports media world hates on McAfee for all the clout he gets before they do? Yeah, totally. Because, I'm not even going to sit here and say that what McAfee knows and what he doesn't know. I mean, he obviously has his hand dipped in everything. So I think a lot of people just don't like McAfee because, like what they said before, he was a punter in the NFL and he gets a lot of more attention from people because he's just a genuine person. I think a lot of people don't like that. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with being genuine.
At all.
I think we should take either Phillips or OA in the first round to 21st because I think there's a lot of good offensive linemen we can get in the second round. What y'all think? Phillips, yes. Jason OA, no. But I agree there will be some offensive linemen in the second round we could probably get.
You seen Kenny Moore dancing with Blue?
Oh yeah, I remember that from on the track. Yeah, that was funny. I love Blue and I love Kenny. Those dudes are just hilarious. Dan is the biggest Colts fan now since his QB man crush is signed now. Hey, listen, that's all good, man. We'll take him.
Come on in. Give us some media
give us some
exposure.
Media talk. Yeah, right, exactly. The only way we get bigger is if these freaking media people just start talking about us more. Yep. Thank you, Cold Stalking more. I appreciate it. Skip got what, 30 million? You think McAfee would turn mainstream for that kind of money? No, I don't think he would. No, I honestly don't think McAfee would. Now, of course, I don't know that. I mean, I don't know how important that money is to him, but I mean, but the difference is though, Skip is paid to have his opinion, but McAfee is getting paid to have his own opinion on YouTube. So I don't think McAfee would be the kind of guy that says, this is the script, this is the role we need you to play. No, I don't think McAfee's that kind of guy.
JDW turned it to the rock in your comment section. He's spitting the rock promo.
And not to mention McAfee's show is just growing more and more by the day.
Yeah.
He's got over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I mean, that man gets money. I mean, that dude gets money. I don't think money is the issue for him. Not to mention everything's going right for him, at least what it looks like. I mean, he just got married. He has a family he's working on. He's not just a podcaster or an influencer. He does that wrestling stuff now. He's trying to do commentating. He does his daily live stream with his buddies. Like
so inspirational.
Yeah, right. Like how much he's grown over the last 2 years. I mean, holy cow. I mean, I wouldn't think he would ever want to go mainstream because he already is practically mainstream.
Like his interviews are goated. Like he had an interview with former Patriots players and they just show off their Lombardis and they just be trash talking and everything. Like I love it.
Yeah. Like, you can't do that stuff on mainstream, man. You got to stay politically correct when he's just not that kind of guy. Yeah, if McAfee turned down a big contract from Ballard to stay, then he's just going to stick to doing his own thing, which I hope he does.
Yeah, he is on XM. He's a Mad Dog.
Plus all the
Mad Dog
ads he
Radio.
runs on his show. That dude's balling right
I
now.
love the ads.
I don't know what his ads are. I honestly don't
And they
know.
they're like different for every time you load up. Like when I click your videos, it's just a different
Oh
ad
yeah,
every time.
yeah.
I think the
he gets
Manscaped
ads
one's the
from
best one.
those. I don't think people can't donate on those streams, can they?
I mean, I see them donating whatever. So yeah, when they're premiering their show, I think they can. I don't know if they can donate when they're premiering.
This one's for you.
How's the stream going? What games are you playing? I'm not playing any games at the moment. I'm just talking to the chat and my guy Derek. Not playing any games at the moment.
I was gonna say, and on top of the live streams, you know, his he puts those segments out as videos on YouTube, which is what you should do when you're streaming every day,
Right.
Especially when you have big topics like that. And I mean, what his videos get like hundreds of thousands of views on each one, right? So he's racking in probably a couple $100 for every video he puts out. And if he puts out like a couple of them every week, and then on top of the live streams and the ads, and on top of everything else he's doing, and the big influence he has on Twitter and other social media, I mean, the dude's insane. I mean, he's got no problem with money.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Gorgon. You're right. That's what I thought.
Do you think the Adam Cole thing was scripted from the jump?
Probably. I mean,
I have no idea.
Wrestling is scripted though, so I mean, you know, WWE probably has something to do with his network and him going on the show to start the rivalry. But
yeah, because it was like, you know, because it was so 0 to 100 so quickly, right? Like there was really not much of a buildup up to that point. So
Adam Cole's a great actor, so I'm pretty sure that was probably the part of the plan.
Yeah, even and it was like it felt like he could have done more in that situation if he wanted to, right?
Yeah, and Pat McAfee talked about his wrestling thing, and he went back on. He like a few weeks later, he was on the plane doing the promo for NXT. I was like, it's just all part of it. So
yes, they can. Promo. They just don't get noticed on the live stream. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I never seen him notice them on the live stream. I just have never turned into a live stream and seen. Because normally when I look at it on my phone, right below the stream, there's the dollar amounts of people that have donated. I normally don't see those. I don't know if he has that option blocked or if I just have never seen it. I don't know, but I just didn't know if you can. I don't know if he has donations enabled on there or not. Probably doesn't, but we'll see. Troy Polamalu is it was a 100%. Pat was like, kick it. He destroyed Pat's dream of scoring a touchdown. That's Troy Polamalu.
Yeah, Troy Polamalu is the biggest hater. He was insane.
Okay. Wait. Wait, what? Oh, please. I gotta stop remembering WWE promos, dude. Yeah, you
gotta make your own promo for your show, man.
Yeah, right, for real.
And then every time you load up, you have a comment section doing your promo with you.
Do you think Wentz will last? I'll take Eason over Wentz.
You know what's crazy? I was going to make a video about that just to stir up a debate.
Probably should.
Who would you have start week 1, right? Because there's so many Eason fans, bro. Like,
listen, it'd be great for your Eason fanboys out there.
I know. Just like the Mac and Taylor one. It was like you already know who started week 1, but you make it just to get an opinion off.
Yeah.
So I was like, clickbait.
Yeah, exactly. Clickbait. That's what YouTube is anyway. Come on, let's just do it. So you guys are cool, man. You get my follow. Keep us posted. 2021, go Colts. Hey, Christopher, thanks, man. Appreciate you, man.
Ordinary Colts fan, man. Not an insider, just a Colts fan.
Yep, we just Colts fans. That's all we is. Speaking of which, how many subs are you at now?
1,600 something.
Okay, and when did you hit 1,000? Wasn't that like in December or something, or was it January?
That was sometime last year.
I was gonna say, I thought it was like December or something, right before the season ended.
Right. Yep.
That's not bad. That's not bad. 600 subs in about 3.5 months. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. New to the channel, like the streams. When was channel started? Hey Joe, appreciate it. Well, I know that Cody started this channel in 2019. It was right after the Colts beat the Texans in the wild card game in 2019 when we still had Luck. And then he brought me on in the summer, and then we picked it up from there. Marcus, I don't know when you started your channel, how that got started.
This wasn't even a Colts channel when I started. Like, I didn't even have this idea in mind. Like, I was always making Colts content, but I was doing like NBA stuff and, stuff like that and just merging it. But after a while, I did this podcast and they shouted my channel out because I was talking Colts football. And that was just the green light to just go straight Colts football forward. And I did mine around when we had Luck at the beginning. And then I just went with it from there. Of course, I took a break due to mental health, but I came back and just started, locking in and going forward with it. So once we got Luck, that's when I really started my Colts content.
Nice. Cody and Derek are the parents. Colts talk and Colts law are the cool uncles, and I'm the annoying kid. Yes, you are. At this point, you are.
Well, all these WWE promos, you definitely are the kid.
I remember when I was a kid and the WWE was that thing where anytime you went over to your friend's house, you move the furniture around to just start jumping off of couches and stuff.
Yep.
That was the thing.
I was blessed to have a bunk bed, so I used it as the ladder.
Oh, nice.
Just jump off the top.
You throw anybody off it?
Yeah, my brother.
Oh, okay. All right.
We definitely had to do the Kane versus the Undertaker versus Mankind.
Put a whole bunch of mattresses and pillows down, so it's just.
Yep, 100%.
Dude, that was so fun too, especially when you're kids too. You can bang around and do all that stupid stuff, and it just doesn't hurt. I don't know what it is about it, but just kids just don't get hurt like that.
Your head will ring for a little bit, but it'll be gone in a minute.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's like I love every time I think about that. I think back to one of Kevin Hart's old stand-up comedy bits. It's like, no dad in here is a good babysitter. I never is, because kids do whatever they want when they're with dad. Okay, dads, we don't ever really watch the kids. Okay, we just sit on the couch, we sit there, and we just listen for shit. All right, we just hear a loud bang. It's like, hey, I know y'all not in that toilet. Y'all better not be in that toilet. Yeah, that's facts. I hated babysitting when I was younger too, because I'd always babysit my brother and his friends that he always had come over. And one of the friends would always try to hurt me in any way that he could. And he would take he one time wrapped a Snuggie around my legs and then pulled it and then yanked my legs out from underneath me. And I just, bam, dude, that hurt so much. I hated him so much after that, but it was funny though. Oh man. Oh boy. Yeah, guys, glad seeing you live. Cheers from Israel. Oh, wow, that's really cool. I don't think I've ever heard somebody say from Israel before. That's cool. I wanted to stream early today too, because I figured that some of the people who were on the a few time zones away, they'd actually be able to watch because they're all still awake. So, how do you guys feel about the 17 game seasons now? I kind of gave my opinion on it earlier. What do you think?
More games to play. I mean, stats can add up more. The fact that we get to play Brady now. I mean, I don't think we're going to really play Brady due to it being the last game of the season. So, I mean, I really wouldn't count that, but I kind of like it. It gives us another shot just for teams like us. If we do struggle, we'll have one more game to have a chance to make the playoffs or something like that. But I kind of like it. It's more content for me, more live streams to interact with you guys. So I'm with it.
There we go. Oh, great. Here we go. And this one, too.
JDW, you should know your role is shut your mouth. No, I'm kidding.
Pass rush will be weak. Coverage will probably lack. Also, honestly, I don't see our defense doing numbers like last year unless we strike in the draft. Kind of in the same boat with you there, Christopher. I honestly am. I'm happy to know if you can name a good wide receiver fit for us in the draft, realistic by our picks. Just depends when in the draft they ultimately go, right?
Yeah. That's 100% true.
They either go receiver in the first round or they wait a couple rounds and get one later. Bateman's become a name that's been popped up quite a bit for the first round. I think Josh Imator-Behebe's been a name from Illinois that everybody's been talking about. Just a vertical freak that just really makes it really fun. Come on, Derek. This is about my fourth time I'm able to join you live. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Eden, man. I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget some names. I see the usual names that are always in here. Just sometimes I forget names. I do apologize, but I do appreciate you being in here, though. Glad you're actually able to join us. I mean, what time is it over there? Like 9:30? 8:30, 9:30? Something like that? Might be even be 10:30 because I know that my friend in Germany is like 6 hours ahead of time. So it might actually be later for you guys. I'm not sure. Mac and Taylor will run the show. Certainly hope so.
Yeah. You think we should have had an extra division game added, or are you fine with us playing another conference for the 17-game season?
I'm fine with it just being another conference, to be honest.
So I want to ask what you think the record's going to be.
11-6.
I like that.
JDW, stop with the John Cena references, okay?
He is an actor now. He is not a WWE superstar. Mac and Taylor's definitely going to run the show.
Marcus over here showing off the muscles while stretching a little bit.
I was just stretching.
Yeah, he's stretching, but also doing this.
I just got finished working out, so I have a tank top on. Of course, it's on the show.
Sure. Yeah. Joking, man. Nothing but love. It's 22:30 here. So
what is it?
Oh, wow. So that's 10:30. It's freaking 10:30 at night. Jesus.
What'd you have for dinner?
Yeah, what did you have for dinner over there? I'm actually interested.
Yeah, we definitely could win 11 games. No question.
Yeah, definitely. Could have been more aggressive in free agent. We let Shaq Griffin go. We let Mike Hilton go. We had our DB problem solved in free agent. Well, we re-signed Xavier Rhodes. That's not an issue, but I mean, it was the DE thing that was more concerned. So
right.
That's awesome. If the Colts win 11 games, my buddy will have to pay me $50. Don't worry, man. I think you're going to get your $50.
And you're going to give us 10 because we predicted it.
$10 each.
Yes.
For BTJ and with Colts talk, okay? It's our holiday Passover, so I had gray onion and shroom soup. Oh, okay. All right. I got you. Oh, yeah, because Passover is really, really soon. Forgot it's Easter Sunday this next week. So, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep.
Most memorable Colts game ever.
There's a few of them. I couldn't even name one. The most memorable one is two of them, and there's two different quarterbacks involved. One is the Monday Night Football, the game against the Dolphins. That's Peyton Manning era, and the other one is Colts versus Giants, Andrew Luck era.
Gotcha.
First play of the game, Peyton Manning shotgun over the top, the Dallas Clark touchdown. First play of the game, Monday Night Football. I think that was Dallas Clark that caught that. That was the first play, but that's the only thing I really remember. Comeback versus Chiefs. Yep, of course.
Andre 3K85. What's up, guys? Glad to make a live stream. To be honest, Sherman is growing on me. No strong pass rush solidify the secondary. True.
Yeah. We know we can do good on stopping the run. I think the pass coverage was probably the biggest problem of us getting shredded most of these games.
Yep.
So adding Sherman would be a plus.
Comeback versus the Chiefs. Yeah, that's one of them for sure. I remember that. I remember that day like it was nothing.
We all had our
I'm
luck
gonna have
charms.
to get off in like 10 minutes, man. I'm gonna have to get off in 10 minutes because I gotta clean up some stuff quick before I go get my brother for this movie. So I am so giddy for it. You know, honestly, there's been a few times where I've gone to a movie where I was giddy to go see it. Last time I was like super anxious to go see a movie was Avengers Endgame because my brother and I went to see it. My brother and I went and saw it that Friday night. We bought tickets like a month in advance. And the funny part was I bought those tickets when the tickets were on sale like at noon. Okay. So I said at 12 o'clock, I'm getting online. I am going to go get those tickets. So it's like 12:30. I'm going on and I'm trying to select my tickets. Half the theater that we wanted to go to, it was sold out in a half hour. And a half hour over half the theater was sold. So I was like, dang. So I went and got them, thankfully, because I was like, dude, it was so crazy to see that many people going for that movie.
That movie was awesome, even though the people were loud enough and I couldn't tell them to shut up because of the reactions, but it was still awesome.
Oh, it was still great. It was awesome. I wished that our theater had a bunch of people that were loud and obnoxious because I wanted to be that way, but we didn't have that theater. We didn't have those kinds of people. I wish that it would have been for me.
I was like, you guys are kind of ruining it, but it's still exciting.
It's still exciting because you know you're a part of that. Yeah.
Like that whole Thanos snapping moment, like they went crazy.
Like, what about the moment when Cap lifted the hammer?
They were wild. They were like, finally, yes. Right. Just like old times. I'm like, okay, we get it.
Old time.
Like, calm down.
Listen, man, my brother and I wish that our theater would have been like that because we wanted to be those people, but we couldn't. We're kind of hoping that they'll be like that for this movie tonight. We're hoping because, you know, you go for this movie for a reason because you're a fan of the films that this thing is about. So we're hoping that there will be a couple people that are like clapping and screaming. We hope there will be.
Right.
Because we want to be those people. Oh, man. 3 freaking years, and it's finally here.
It's about time.
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be in 2020, but then 2020 happened. So
right.
And the worst part is it wasn't like it was scheduled at like November or something. It was like, oh, well, we kind of foresee it coming. Everything started shutting down in March. It was supposed to come out mid-April. So it was right before everything started shutting down. I was like, damn it. Dang it. And now I finally and now everyone's telling me, well, why don't you just watch it at home? Like, because I haven't been to a theater in over a year I have been staying. I want to go. I want to go to an actual theater.
Can I just put my popcorn over the butter dispenser in circular rotation?
Yeah, right. Get the extra butter. Yep. That's exactly what my brother and I do every time. Yep. Oh, man. I don't know much about superheroes, to be honest. I'm mainly a sports dude. Hey, you know what it is. Are you guys going to host a fantasy football league this year with fans included? Maybe. I know BTJ might do something with that. I'll have to see, though.
Bad luck for me because I want to put Colts players in my fantasy lineup, but I feel like it's bad luck, so I just don't play.
I think Cody and I might do something where it's like $10 a person. That'd be crazy, though, to have like, I don't know if I want to do it because honestly, like if there's like 30 people that give me $10, I don't know how I'm gonna do an NFL fantasy thing with 30 people. JDW, you do not talk stuff, okay? I won fantasy league 2 out of the last 4 years of my fantasy league, so don't you start talking shit.
He is the Peyton Manning of fantasy football.
I gotta get ready for the film, man. Gotta.
Oh God! Like, hey, would you sit down up there? You quiet. There's gonna be a fight in the movie theaters.
Oh man! 5 more minutes here, guys. 5 more minutes. I want to check the YouTube here. Haven't gained any subs since starting this stream, but that's okay. That's fine.
Must have been originals.
Yeah, there's a lot more of the originals. Not a lot of new people because I think it's just because everybody's at work. So majority of people are at work right now. So
right. They made a video on Justy Houston, Ryan. You should check it out.
Yep. Oh, man. Oh.
They said something about OTAs the other day. Did you see that? I think Ian Rappaport tweeted it. They said
no, I didn't see anything about it.
I think Eric put it in the chat a while ago. I think they mentioned something about OTAs being around this year, so we get to see Eason live in progress.
Gotcha.
Yeah, definitely down for that. And that also gets to quiet his Eason fans if he struggles. So.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that Goodell said that he's expecting most stadiums to be back to full capacity by the time the season starts, as long as everything continues to start going the way that we expected.
Right.
Well, and I mean, the more people we get vaccinated, then the less people are going to get sick. So
yeah,
it's not a bad thing.
Just clean up the streets so we can go to the arena, man.
Yep. I'm wondering when I'll get mine. I'm waiting a little bit just to kind of see how everything continues to go. I like the direction that everything's headed. I just need to figure out when and where I'm going to be able to get mine. So
yeah, still the first wave of the vaccinations. I'm not sold on it so much.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting. Initial reports are good, but I just want to, like you said, I just want to see it continue to keep going, and then I'll get mine. So appreciate you guys. Take care and go Colts. Absolutely. What movie are you going to see? Kong versus Godzilla. That's the one I'm going to see. I cannot wait.
I think the first King Kong movie was okay too, though. With the one with Jack Black in it.
Oh yeah, the 2005 film. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Well, and if you follow along with the storyline of how the MonsterVerse goes, I mean, that movie was set back in like late 1920s, early 1930s. So it was like, he was smaller, and then the Skull Island one was in the 70s, right after the Vietnam War. And then he was obviously much bigger after 40 years of whatever, and then another 50 years till now, and now he's even bigger. So it's like, it makes sense.
Right.
Man, I'm not into movies. Well, you maybe should, JDW, all right? Kong versus Godzilla was awesome. Hey, I'll believe you. I want to see it for myself. I've heard a lot of people say it's really good.
Oh, was it awesome? Tell us what happened. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding.
I'll cut the stream right now, bro.
I'm kidding.
Okay, I'll cut the stream right now, and I won't even say goodbye. Titan Anderson, sup Colts juice. Got to link up, bro. Tighten up. Oh man, we got another Titan guy in here.
Yeah, you should have ended it. I'm kidding.
Oh man, that's good. All right. Well, I honestly do think we are going to end it here because it's been 2.5 hours. I did not anticipate it being this long, but it's what's cool when you're just having fun and just chilling. But yeah, I'm watching that movie tonight, and guys, I may just decide to just do a late stream where I just decide to talk about that. But live one day. Yeah, maybe we can do that, JDW. We'll see what happens. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you all had a good time. And Marcus, thanks again, man, for coming on, man.
Appreciate you for going live.
Absolutely, man. All right. Talk to you guys a little bit later. And as always, go Colts.